Okay, the next siman is a very short siman. It's the Nusach of the fourth Bracha. What is the fourth Bracha? Hatoiv v'hametiv. Says the Mechaba siman Kuf Peites. Nusach Bracha Revius v'dineho. Bracha Revius, the fourth Bracha of Sheva Brachas, the fourth Bracha of Bensching, Hatoiv v'hametiv. Lo yom atisbarach v'lo yom abo hachai. Now we don't have this Nusach, but there was a Nusach, and we don't say it. Ki im bebeis ovel, only in a beis ovel. V'oim ebo shleisha malchios. You say the references HaKadosh Baruch three Malchus. Baruch Ato Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam. So Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam. Hakel Avinu Malkeinu, that's the second one. And then HaMelech HaToiv. Ushleisha HaTovis. You say HaTovis three times. Hu Heitiv Lanu, Hu Meitiv Lanu, Hu Yeitiv Lanu. And Ushleisha Gemulais, Hu Gemalanu, Hu Goimleinu, Hu Yigmeleinu. Says Mishnah Berurah. Lo Yom Atisbarach Shekva Oma Baruch Ato Hashem. You've already said it. Hachai, ki b'ksas sidurim hayakosef hamelech hachai hatoiv v'chula, and we don't have that. Ki im beis ha'ovel u'chazam b'besiv beis. Daled shloisha malchiyos v'tam kol zehu. The reason, listen to it, very interesting. The reason why we say malchiyos three times is this: the birchas hatoiv ha'metiv eina min haTorah. This fourth bracha of Bensching, birchas hamazon, is not min haTorah. Ela shechachomim tiknu kol al harugei beitar shenitnu l'kvura. The famous case of Harugei Beitar, that they were allowed to be buried. Va'omru, and the Gemara says, Hatoiv shelo yisrichu, their bodies didn't decompose, which was a big miracle. It was many years later. Va'hametiv shenitnu l'kvura, they were allowed, they were given rishus to bury them, which was later. V'kavua lebirchas hamazon, mipnei shekula hidar v'shevach al hatoiva shehetiv amonu, that we fitted into benching because of the goodness. We mentioned all the chesed and the tov that HaKadosh Baruch Hu does. V'gamzu min hatovos, this was also one of the goodnesses that Hashem did. V'somchu lebirchas Bnei Yerushalayim, and we juxtapose it to Bnei Yerushalayim, shenechrev beitar nigda keren Yisrael, because when the Beitar was destroyed, the glory of Klal Yisrael was destroyed as well. Ve'ein asid lachzor achiyav ben David, and it will only be restored when Mashiach comes or when Ben David comes. And therefore, since all the first three brachas are min haTorah and this one is midrabanan, it's not called a bracha which is somach l'chaverta, and therefore that's why it's not like a continuing bracha which doesn't need a bracha at the beginning, like for example Shemona Esrei. We don't say Baruch Ato Hashem Atochaynein, because it's a bracha smuch l'chaverta. But this is separate, it's a drabon, and therefore it's considered a standalone. It needs its own bracha. Okay? Excuse my voice. It was initially founded on a shorter version. Later, there were later additions, but since initially it was a short bracha, it didn't need an ending, and that's why the fourth bracha does not have an ending. And the reason why there are three references to Malchus, because we already masakin it for Bnei Yerushalayim. You of course mentioned the Malchus Shemaim as well. That's two. And we don't do it in Rachim. It's a bit rude to sort of juxtapose the Malchus of Beis David and the Malchus of Hashem. We don't equate them, so we push it off to the fourth bracha. Malchus Keneged V'agav she'tiknu l'haske Malchus Keneged Birchas Rachim, tiknu l'haske oitpam Malchus Keneged Birchas Oretz. We make a reference to the Malchus Keneged the third bracha, the second bracha, Shelehusa Gamba Malchus, which also doesn't have a Malchus. That's why you have three. V'afal pishim yakadin ein tzorech b'Malchus, even though it doesn't really need it. She'ismuch leBirchas Hazon u'bonis keMalchus. And that's why you have three hatovas as well. So just to summarize, there are three malchus in the third bracha, in the fourth bracha, three hatovas and three gemulos. Why three hatovas? Because you mention the Hatov in Rachim. So you mentioned that's one. You then mentioned the Hatov for Keneged, the Malchus based David, but not in the same bracha, in the fourth bracha. And you didn't have one for Hazon, for Haaretz, in the second bracha, you mentioned that one as well. And since you've got three Malchus, you do have three Hatovas and three Gemulos. Yossi, you want to say something?
So after Chasrinu, we say Amen, yeah?
You're always ahead of the game. Watch this space, right? Look at this. Hamelech Hatov says the Mishnah Berurah Sif Cotton Hay, Ein loy makel shebechol yom, which we haven't got this nusach. The mashma chas v'shalom sheyesh shtei reshuyos. You don't say that. V'oisekel shebechol yom on mevorchin. That's what it might imply. Ele yom makel bechol yom. V'yoyse nochon shalom maklal milas kel. Better not to say the word kel at all. And in fact, we don't say it. Shari kvar omar hakel avinu. We've already said hakel avinu. Berachas hamazon. Balabayis Messiah v'noma Amen. She'en yochel ligzor omer v'imrom. And you can't say you. Everyone say Amen. Mashe'en came b'berachas oisei shalom imroimov shehu shevach shekal HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'chol Yisrael mitzuvin. For that we say v'imru Amen. But this one we just say v'noma. Let's say Amen. It's not v'imru. It's not a tzivui. Achar Rachamon yesh lanus Amen. Yeah, here you go. After the Rachamon you say Amen. V'chein achar kol tchina bakosha. Afal pi she'en b'shem. Even though there has got the Shem Hashem, you say Amen after every Horachamon. Yoma v'nisa bracha me'ez Hashem, koloshna pasuk yisa bracha me'ez Hashem, and noagim loima b'Shabbos v'yontov v'Rosh Chodesh migdoil v'chol magdil. V'yeset ikdukim shebenusach berachas hamazon ayin be'eli rabba b'simun kuf pe'zayim she'erich b'zeh. Good. Let's just finish off. Beis ha'ovel. Omer. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech ha'olam. Hakel Avinu Malkeinu Bareinu Galenu Kodeshenu Kodesh Yaakov HaMelech HaChai HaTov HaMeitiv Keil Emes Dain Emes V'ayim B'Yerdeh Siman Shin Ayin Tes. Now it says in Mishnah Berurah, Bein Sha'acherim Ha'ichlin Imai Mevarchin or Bein Shehu Atzmai Mevarch. Whether he's with others or whether he's on his own, he makes this bracha in the base of oval. V'im Bo'in Lezeh Asar Elai Ayin B'Yerdeh Siman Shin Ayin Tes Ba'achreinim Shom. If you look at 7, he says Lemaisa. We're not noig to make these sofas. Why? We only say this bracha when you've got 10 people, and therefore the minhag is not to say it. I've never seen it said. He brings the note that you did say it, but the minhag seems not to be. Says the Mishnah Berurah Sif Cotton Zayin Hatov HaMeitiv Ulefi Zeh Ein Omer Beveisei Ala Shalosh Hatovos V'Shalosh Gemulos V'Chenu Beis Yosef Ayim Bach Uv'Shach Shom Siman Shin Ayin Tes She'ein Sovim Kain. Okay, Peseda. That's the base of oval, which we're not really knowing to do, but that is the fourth bracha of Birchas Hamazon. Peseda.